In this screencast, I'd like to talk about pseudo-replication, and in particular, what is it, why do you need to know about it, how do you do it, and when should you do it. So pseudo-replication occurs when replicates are not statistically independent, and Hurlburt in 1984 published a paper on this, and it's received thousands and thousands of citations, so I urge you to have a look at that paper. Why do you need to know about pseudo-replication? Well, if you pseudo-replicate, you cannot draw any useful insights from your data. You look really silly when you think you can draw insights from data that is pseudo-replicated, and sadly I've seen many research students' theses not get accepted because they had not realized that they had indeed pseudo-replicated. Very sad. So when should you pseudo-replicate? Never. How to do pseudo-replication. So I stress again, this is something that you don't want to do, but I just want to give an example so that you understand what the concept is. So let's say that you wanted to compare 3 different kinds of preservatives to inhibit the mold growth on a certain type of cake. A baker makes 1 cake with each preservative, so that's 3 cakes in total. After 9 days of storage, the baker wanted 10 replications for the analysis. So the baker split the cake into 10 parts and obtained the spore count on each part. These 10 measurements, however, did not result from 10 independent applications of the preservative. So the variation is an index of the within cake variation and not experimental unit to experimental unit variation. To have 10 replications, the baker really needed to bake 10 cakes with each preservative, with each cake mixed independently of the other. So you'd need to have 30 cakes in total. And you'd have to do all that randomization to make sure that your experiment was conducted properly as well. So just reminding ourselves, when should you pseudo-replicate? Never. And the reason that we're talking about this is that it's really hard to actually do good experimental design. It requires a lot of careful planning. Thanks very much for watching.